And we are back with Daily Day Trades YouTube after one of the worst days in stock market history. This is the worst day that we've had since 2020 when the whole coronavirus thing was freaking everybody out. This is pretty much panic selling looking. If you look through here, there's really not a whole lot of stuff that is green, you could say. Actually, none of it is. So yeah, you got stuff like Target that released earnings and dropped 25%. That's following Walmart's report, which was equally as bad, or the market thought it was equally as bad. And Walmart is something that actually I ended up talking about a good bit today. Everyone is still bullish on Walmart pretty much across Wall Street, but they did end up lowering a lot of their price targets. I think that this level for them is probably a little bit of an overreaction. So if you're into long-term investing, I think Walmart is really, really at a good price here. And that might just be one benefit of this whole sell-off. Regardless, clearly the market is a little bit worried about a recession, and rightfully so. They've kind of worked together a perfect storm here, and with the retail sales coming out as bad as they were, Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart, Target, that just kind of shows the effects of having this high of inflation. Your purchasing power isn't as high as a consumer, so you can't buy as much stuff from the companies, therefore growth slows. We also had quarterly GDP shrink this quarter for the first time since 2020. And that is definitely a sign of recession. That is actually pretty much the definition of recession. So that's definitely why people are worried. We also have the interest rates being risen. We have that high inflation that I talked about. So there's a lot of stuff coming together that kind of all points towards a recession. I saw something where I think Goldman Sachs predicted, by 2023, there's a 35% chance of recession. I don't know how you can possibly quantify that. That seems like a pretty made up number, so I'll make up my own. I think there is a 50% chance of recession in the next, I don't know, 715 days. I just ran the entire simulation myself, and that's the number that I got. It's a joke. That's not stuff that you can predict. Speaking of inflation and Walmart, Walmart is kind of positioned in a particular way here where this might not be a bad thing for them. Walmart is definitely on the lower end of cost when you're thinking of like buying goods and services and things. So, as the consumer purchasing power lowers, Walmart could end up benefiting from all of this. We'll just have to see how that plays out if people start, being more conscious of what they're spending. They go to Walmart instead of somewhere more expensive. That's all right. Now into the plays that we made today. Only made a couple plays. Both of them were puts. Also, you can get all of these alerts from the link right below in the description. You can also go through the website, which there will also be a link in the description for that. The alerts are free to try for 7 days, so you can get on. If you hate it, you don't have to stay, and it won't cost you anything. You can cancel during the free trial and all of that. And then it's just 29 bucks a month. And I mean, even just this play right here, you buy one contract, that pays for the entire, actually more than 1 month. So check that out for sure if that's something you're interested in. But let's get into what we did here. Twitter, we got 520 $36 puts. I actually mistyped that. They were 36.5 puts. I'd correct that later. Either way, it would have been the same outcome. I'm going to hold a few of these overnight. I ended up selling most of them for 0.7. So that came out to like 35% or something like that. And that was just to take profits and take some risk away from the other ones that I have outstanding. I didn't really need to sell that many. As you can see, there was really no sign of it slowing down and reversing and going back up. I just kind of wanted to keep it lower risk, especially since the contracts expire on Friday, which means there's only 2 days left on those now. So we gotta keep track of those. Riot is a play that I made a couple weeks ago. I have June 24th $5 puts. This is really, really coming together with the whole Bitcoin fiasco and crypto and different coins going to zero and stuff like that. I think that's going to be a really good play. I could have even gotten something, further out, maybe get like some leaps or put leaps or something like I did on Peloton. I have $5 Peloton put leaps. They suck. Next play we had was Square. This is just a day trade. I made it really simple. Stop at 140, take profit 220. Got them at 175 in about 20 minutes later. Sold all those for 220, made 25% on that. That was just a little bit of Just a quick little trade there. I kind of just saw where it was trending. It's kind of started falling off a cliff here for a bit, so I just picked those up for a short trade. Also could have been a little more aggressive with that, but hey, 50 bucks per contract or whatever it was, I will take that all day long over, a 30-minute time frame. Sorry, we're just jumping around everywhere today, but we're going back to crypto now. Bitcoin is going down, and I think the major worry here is now people are starting to realize that it is possible for these coins to go to zero. It's not like paper money floating around that they're going to be able to hold on to long term with some sort of asset that's backing it. Before something goes to zero, you don't really think it's possible. Then once it does, it's in the back of your mind. It's like, oh, wow, crap. Maybe all of these could go to zero. I don't think, Bitcoin or Ethereum will go to zero. I think those will stick around. But I do think a ton of the altcoins out there, the really small cap stuff, I think a lot of that is going to just start getting washed away because I think there's like 18,000 traded on, across all the different platforms, and that is just not sustainable at all, especially when most of them are kind of memes, to be honest, like Dogecoin. But I love Dogecoin anyways. I don't have any, but it's a hilarious idea. Honestly, that's about it. I didn't do that much today since the entire market was imploding on itself. Pretty horrible day, as you can see from all of these things on the watch list that I was looking at here. I will say the swing trade portfolio, which is also on that Discord, the link is still in the bio. Also, while you're down there, subscribe to the YouTube channel and like the video and all that good stuff. But yeah, we have a swing trade portfolio on here too. I go through and kind of talk about different swing trades, and I have a whole portfolio built just for this channel. So yeah, that's on the Discord. That's just a different part of it rather than the riskier options that I tend to day trade or hold for just a few days. This is more of like value oriented swings, and that's about all. Hope everyone survived the day. We're gonna go out, do it again tomorrow. Hopefully get some more winning trades in there. Might get a little bounce or something. It's getting pretty interesting out there. So yep, that's it. Thanks for watching.